Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes, way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
A very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Byvisit 12 Tournament Post Contest Analysis. I'm Suniti, and today we will be doing this analysis of the tournament with me. So, before we begin, can I please get a quick confirmation if my voice is clearly audible and also if my screen is clearly visible? All right, thank you, Sharman, for the confirmation. Let's just wait for one more minute so that rest of our friends also join, and then we shall be starting this session. I hope the session went really well for all of you. Thank you, Kendall, for the confirmation. All right, guys. I think we are good to start with today's session. So, let me explain you the flow that we are going to have in today's session. So, all right. Yeah. This is Byvisit School Coding Tournament 12.0 post analysis. First of all, I would like to say a heartiest congratulations to all of us. Why? Because let me add this heartiest congratulations to all of us. Why? Because this is by Visit Tournament 12.0 5.0, which means that we have completed 1 year of our by-visit tournaments, along with 12 contests that were held every month. So, to this time, to celebrate this first anniversary of ours, the MCQ questions were basically taken up from all the previous MCQs that have been asked. All right, so if you guys really want to have a good grasp over the MCQs, so what all you can do is you can try to access the analysis of previous sessions as well, because the MCQs in these session were kind of taken up from the MCQs of the previous sessions. All right, so that would be really helpful if all of you can do that. And very well done, guys, because we have completed 1 year and all of you have shown great love and support for these sessions. All right, okay, so now let's get started. Let me explain you the flow. First of all, we will be solving MCQs. In MCQs, first of all, we are going to do APT, then we will be doing programming. All right, and then after MCQ, we will be doing coding questions. Okay, so now let me start with the APT. This is programming logic. We are starting with. All right. So the question is, okay, guys. So I'm starting with the explanation part. If any of you feel stuck at any point of time, please feel very free to ask me queries in the chat section. Okay, I'll be very happy to help you out. So the question is, complete the series 5, 10, 30, 40, 240, 255, 2295, 2315. So let me write it down. 5, 10, 30, 40, 255, 2295, 2315. Okay, so if you will notice here, the pattern that we are following here is we have 5 into 210, and then we have, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, so we have 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 into 3 is 30, then we have 30 plus 10, 40, and there is a missing 250 here. 40 into 6, you will be getting 250. Okay, uh, yeah, and then after that we can add 250 plus 15, we have 255, and then 255 into 9, you will get this. All right, and then 2295, if you will do into 12, sorry, 2295 plus 20, you will be getting this, and then 2315 into 12, that is going to be our answer. What it is, 2315 into 12, that is coming out to be 27780. Okay, that is the answer to this question. That is the answer to this question, right? So basically what is happening here is, what we are doing is, as you can see, we are increasing this plus by 5 times every time. Okay, plus 5, plus 10, plus 15, plus 20, and then this into, we are increasing it with a multiple of 3. Okay, into 3, into 6, into 9, then into 12, right? So the correct answer to this question is 27780, right? 277, yeah, 27780 is the correct answer. Okay, let us now move to the second question. That is, the speed of a car increases by 4 kilometers after every 1 hour. If the distance traveled in the first hour was 40 kilometers, what was the total distance traveled in 8 hours? Okay, so if it is increasing by 8 kilometers, 4 kilometers in every hour, so basically what we are doing here is, in the first hour, it traveled a distance of 40 kilometers, right? And then after that, speed increased by 4 kilometer per hour. So it will travel a distance of 44, right? 4 kilometer added. Again, the speed increased by 4 hours, so it will travel a distance of 48. Then it will keep on traveling like that with increase of 4 kilometer every time. Okay, so we have 52 plus 56 plus 60 plus 64 plus 68, right? So at the end, if you will add all of them, what you are going to do is, you are going to get 432. Okay, which is option number D. That's the correct answer. All right, sorry, option number B. Okay, so option number B is the correct answer. That is 432. Next, a shopkeeper mixes 30 kg of pulses at rupees 15 per kg with 40 kg of pulses of other variety at rupees 50 per kg and sells the mixture at rupees 25 per kg. Shopkeeper's profit percent is, okay. So in basically, you need to here apply the formula of profit percentage. So what that formula is, let us first calculate. We are selling 30 kg at rupees 15, right? Just give me a moment, guys. Just a moment, guys. Okay. All right, Rishi. As I see that there is some issue from in the scoring from your side. So what you can do is, like we will connect with our backend team. Your backend will evaluate this. All right, and then whatever will be the correct response, team will get back to you with that response. Okay, so don't worry about it. You will be getting the correct results. All right, guys. So what we are doing here is we are connecting 30 kg at rupees 15, which makes it a total of rupees 450, and then we are selling 40 kg at rupees 30. Okay, so which makes it a total of 2000. Okay, this is not 30 actually. At rupees 50, right? So the total cost that we are selling is 2450, and the total weight that we have is 70 kg, right? So basically here what you are doing is, the cost price that is with us, that is 2450, correct? Now, what is the selling price? Selling price is 70 into 25 per kg we are selling it at, so it will be 1750, right? Now what will be the profit percentage? Simply you can do cost price minus selling price upon cost price into 100. So if you will apply that formula, then in total you will be getting profit percentage as 28.5%, right? So that is the correct answer to this question. That is 28.5%, which is option number D, right? Now, next question. The mean weight of a group of school boys of 10 students is 66 kg. The individual weight of them is given to us. Find the weight of the 10th boy. So, this is a very basic mean question. So, what you can do is, whatever is the total weight, right, divided by, we are given a weight of 10 students. This should be 60. This is 66, right? So, what is total weight? Total weight is 66 into 10, that is 660, right? So we need to find out the weight of 10th boy. So you can write it as weight of 10th boy is equal to 60 minus 660 minus whatever total sum that is given to you. Okay, sum of all the numbers that is given. So if you will do that, you will be getting it as 660 minus 596, right? So the answer is 64. That is the weight of the 10th boy. Okay, so the answer to this question is option number C, that is 64. Clear? Let us now move to the next question. 12 years ago, Priyanka was half of Arun's age. If the ratio of their present ages is 2 is to 3, what will be the total of their present ages? Okay. So we are talking about 12 years ago. Let the age of Priyanka be P, let the age of Arun be A, present age, okay? So 12 years ago, that is P minus 12, this is first thing that we have, is equal to half of A minus 12, clear? And thus we can write, this is our first equation that we are getting, and the second equation that we are getting is P divided by A is 2 is to 3, right? Which gives us 3P is equal to 2A. This is the second equation. Now we have two equations and we have two variables, which means we can safely solve this question, right? Because we need as many independent equations, as many variables we have. So now what you need to do is you need to simply substitute Okay, you can substitute any of the values in any equations. So after the substitutions, basically the equation is coming out to be in the first equation that we have, the first equation is 2p minus 24 is equal to a minus 12. Now here I'm substituting the value of p from equation number 2. So value of p is 2a divided by 3 minus 24. That is coming out to be as a minus 12, right? So now when you will solve this equation, as you can see, it is leading us 4a minus 72 is 3a minus 36. So it is giving us as a is equal to 36, right? If a is 36, then p is going to be 2a by 3, that is 72 by 3, that is 24. And a plus p is going to be 36 plus 24, that is 60. Okay, so the correct answer to this question is option number B, that is 60. Right? Next, we have Preeti speaks truth in 60% of cases and Bharti speaks truth in 80% of cases. In what percentage of cases are they likely to contradict each other? Okay, so if they are basically contradicting each other, it means what? When what are the character names? We have Preeti and Bharti. They will contradict when Preeti speaks truth and Bharti speaks false, or when Preeti speaks false and Bharti speaks truth. Okay, so Preeti speaks truth, that is 60% of cases. So 60 by 100, and if Bharti is speaking false, then that is 20% of cases. Okay, plus if Preeti is speaking false, then that is 40% of cases, and Bharti is speaking truth, that is 80% of cases, right? So if you will solve this equation, you will get as 12 plus 32 basically after solving this. So it is giving us 44%. Okay, so that is the correct answer to this question, option number A, which is 44%. Now next, the sides of a rectangle are in the ratio of 3:5 and its area is 960 square meter. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. All right, so we need to find the perimeter. What we can do is the sides are in the ratio 3:5. So basically you can write 3x into 5x, that is 960. Okay, so we have 15x square, that is again 960. When you will solve this, you will get it as x square is equal to 64, which means x is equal to plus minus 8. Now, as we are talking about sides, so x can't be minus 8, right? So basically our value of x is going to be plus 8. Now, if x is plus 8, then what are the parameters that you are going to get? You are going to get it as 24 plus 10 into 2. That will give you 64 into 2, that is 128. Okay, so that is the correct answer to this question, which is option number D, right? Let us now move to next question. So given below are codes for a few alphabets, how will the word coder be written in coded language? So you simply needed to find out the character that are corresponding to each of the alphabets. So for C, we have this percentage sign. For O, we have this bit sign, like this and symbol that we use basically. For D, we have this dollar sign. Okay, so if you will add up all of these signs, you will be getting option B as the correct answer, right? Next question is, okay, Gaurav is the brother of Sunita, Seema is the mother of Gaurav, Sunita is the granddaughter of Anmol, and Sumit is the son of Gaurav. What is the relation of Sumit to Anmol, right? So this is a relationship based question. Let us try to analyze how we are going to have the family tree. So first of all, we have Gaurav and Sunita at one level because they are brother and sister. Okay. So let me write this here. Okay, Gaurav and Sunita, brother and sister. Okay, so that's why I'm drawing it at one level. And then we have other relation as Seema is the mother of Gaurav. So basically, Seema is the mother of both Sunita and Gaurav. So that's I'm drawing at another level. Okay. Then we have Sunita is the granddaughter of Anmol. Sunita is granddaughter of Anmol, means like let us say Seema's husband is here, and then we have Anmol, okay, who is the father of Seema's husband, and thus it clarifies the relation that Sunita is the granddaughter of Anmol, right? And then we have Sumit is the son of Gaurav. We have Sumit here as in next generation, so that's why I'm drawing it him in another line. We have Sumit as the son of Gaurav. What is the relation of Sumit to Anmol? Now, as we can see, Sumit to Anmol, what is that relation? If Sunita is the granddaughter of Anmol, then Gaurav is the grandson of Anmol. So Sumit will be great grandson of Anmol, right? So the answer to this question is going to be option number C, that is great grandson. Now the next question is, if rupees 240 are divided among three friends, Abhishek, Bhavuk, and Chaman, such that their shares are given, okay, and we need to find out the Bhavuk's share. So if you will write down the equations for all of them, let us say I'm denoting their names with the use of the letters A, B, and C, right? So basically it is given to us, whatever A is getting, that is B plus 40, and whatever C is whatever A is getting, that is also C minus 40, okay. And the next thing that is given to us is A plus B plus C is equal to 240. So what I'll do is I'll replace all of these with respect to one variable. So I can write it as A plus, I can write B as A minus 40, I can write C as A plus 40. Okay. So we are going to get it as 240, correct? If you will solve this, you will get 3A as 240. So basically A is coming out to be as 80, right? And if A is 80, then what will be B? B will be 80 minus 40, that is 40. Okay. This is the equation. ABC was given to us. So A is B plus 40, A is C minus 40, A plus B plus C is 240. And then after solving the equation, you will get the value of B as 40. So that is the correct answer to this question. Alright, guys. Let us now move to our programming part. Okay, so whatever questions I've explained till now in aptitude, any confusions in there? Please feel very free to write it down in the chat section if there is any confusion. Or if there is everything fine, then please give me any confirmation for that as well. Okay, so I am taking it as there is no any confusion till now. Let us now move to our next question, which is, consider the usual algorithm for determining whether a sequence of parentheses is balanced. The maximum number of parentheses that appear on the stack at any one time when the algorithm analyzes. Okay, so basically, if you will see here, the maximum number of stack that will appear. So like, see, what happens is that whenever you encounter a closing bracket, that closing bracket and a one opening bracket with it are getting cancelled out, right? So here if you will see, we will have at like around five parentheses in a stack at one point of a time, okay, because there are two opening brackets here, okay, that will be getting there are two closing brackets that will get cancelled by two opening brackets. So we have one opening bracket remaining here, and along with that we have here four opening brackets. So that's why at max we have five opening brackets at a time, okay. So that's the correct answer to this question. Next we have this is very simple, ABCD we need to calculate. You need to do the operations that are given there, okay. B is equal to B by C, and this is a left shift operator, which means that you need to, A left shift B means A into 2 raised to the power B, and A right shift B means A divided by 2 raised to the power B, okay. So if you will perform these operations, you will get the final answer, and the correct answer to this question is 128 and 8, okay. Next, we have this Huffman codes for ADGJ. So basically, if you know how Huffman code is created, we need to create the min heap. You need to extract the two minimum data, okay? And you need to have min heap at every time. And whenever you are traversing that min heap, for a left child, you need to assign 0. For right child, you need to assign 1, okay? And on that basis, if you will build the tree, the final answer that you are going to get is the option number A. All right. Next programming question. Okay, so this is an AppSec question. We are having 5 items and the capacity is 7. So basically, what you can do is maximum value that we are getting here is the correct answer to this question is 8. Okay, if you will see the maximum capacity that we have is 7. Okay, so what values you could put is you can put the values to get the maximum value of it. This is a DP question, okay? You can apply that DP concept to get the maximum value, okay? So in that way you can solve this question. Next we have pseudocode is given. You just simply need to do the simple addition and subtraction, okay? So at the end, after doing all those addition and subtractions, the answer that you are going to get is option number B, okay? Simple plus and minus it is with the use of like we are changing the variable itself, like b is b minus a. So be very careful when you are updating the values, okay, because the same values are getting updated as well. Then we need to convert the given infix expression to postfix. So you need to build a stack for this, and as we know, we need we keep on pushing the operands, okay, until we get an operator whose associativity is greater, okay, or unless we encounter a parenthesis, right? So in that way the shifting is done. And when you will apply that correct process, so the answer to this question you will be getting is option number A, that is the correct postfix expression. Next we have question number 7. So what will be the minimum time required to solve Tower of Hanoi puzzle? We have 6 discs. So actually, to solve a Tower of Hanoi puzzle, the time required is 2 raised to the power n minus 1, where n is the number of discs. So here we have 6 discs, right? So 2 raised to the power 6 is 64. And if 64 minus 1 you will do, you will get 63, right? And as one move is taking 2 seconds, so 63 moves will take 63 into 2, that is 126 seconds. Okay, so that is the answer. Next, we have a gold mine and we need to traverse it in such a way so that we can get the maximum amount of gold, right? And then there are certain conditions that are mentioned: diagonally up towards the right, to the right, or diagonally towards the right. So in the first column, if I select any of the rows, right? So let us, I'm starting with this row number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, row number third, okay, that is 6. So I will take 6, then I'll take 5, then I'll take 2. Sorry, I'll take 6, 5, 4, and then I'll come diagonally downwards towards the right, and 4 and 5, okay? So 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5, okay? That will give you a maximum sum of 24. That is the correct answer to this question. Next we have, what will be the inversion count? So inversion count is basically, how many elements are there who are not placed at their correct position, okay? Or whenever array of j is greater than array, sorry, whenever array of I is greater than array of j and j is smaller than I, okay? So at all the instances when the sorted order is not followed, those instances are counted in inversion count, and this question is solved with the help of a merge sort algorithm. So the correct answer to this question is option number A, that is 18. And next we have, what is the minimum number of swaps required to convert a binary tree into a BST? Now, as we know, for a BST, the thing is that if you will do the traversal, you will get the answer in a sorted order, right? So here also we are doing the same thing. If at any point of time the answer is not in a sorted order, so that is going to be our answer, right? So the correct answer to this question is option number C, that is 7. All right, guys. So that is all about the programming logic that we have. Let us now move to the coding problems. So okay, we have discussed both the apti questions, programming and aptitude. So if there is any doubt in any of the questions, please do ask me in the chat section, or else if we are good to go with the coding part, let me know that as well. It would be really nice if all of you can give me a confirmation so that I can have an idea. All right, thank you, Kenley, for the confirmation that we can move to the coding part. Okay, so I'm just starting with the coding part. Give me a few moments. Okay, so we have this as our first question. That is, Geek is going on an excursion trip with his school friends. All the students will be staying in a hotel during the trip. The teacher asked Geek to find out the total number of rooms required if there are n girls, m boys, and each room have k seats. And boys cannot live with the girls in the same room. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this question. This is our first question. Let me take a different pen. That is Geeks excursion. Okay, so what is the condition mentioned here is that there are n girls and m boys. Okay, we have n girls, we have m boys, and in each room we have k seats. Okay, and also boys and girls are cannot be accommodated in a single room. All right, now let us understand the example. The first example that is given to us is 13 7 2. The number of girls is 13, number of boys is 7, and the seats that we have is 2. So the answer that is given to this is 4. Let us try to see how many rooms are required for girls. Like if we have 13 girls, we will require 7 room for them. Correct? If we have 7 boys, we will require 4 rooms for them. We will require 4 rooms, right? Why 7? Because we can do this like 2 plus 2 plus 2, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and then plus 1 for one additional girl. Okay, why 4? Because we can do 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, right? So 7 plus 4, we are going to get it as 11, right? So total number of rooms required are 11. So is the example clear to you all how we are solving this? Now we need to find out with for the in the generic case that what we can do if we have n girls and m boys. Okay, so to find the number of seats, basically what you need to do is simply, let us say the count 1, that is the count for the number of rooms for girls, that will be simply n divided by k, right? And the count 2, that is a room required for the boys, that will be again simply m divided by k, right? And then after that, what we need to do is, if we are getting any remainder, okay, let us say if it is not completely divisible, so in that case, you will need to increment the count by 1, right? And same you will do in the case of boys also. And then after doing both of these things, we will simply add them and we will return this value. Okay, so this was the main idea behind the question. You need to divide it with the total number of seats, and if the remainder is not completely zero, so in that case you need to add one additional room also, okay, for the leftover people, right, for the persons who are left. So let me show you the code. All right, guys, so this is the code to the question. If there is any issues with that, please do let me know in the chat section, or else we can move ahead. Okay, I found it like, okay, is there any issue, or like, are you okay with this question, Kendley? Okay, you are okay. All right. So, okay, everyone, let's now move to our second question. I hope this code is clear to you all. So this is our second question, that is Geek and pizza. So it is Geek loves to eat pizza. He buys 2 types of pizza having cost A and B each. The pizza guy tells him the value of A or B and A and B. What is the total cost incurred by the geek? When he gets back home, his mother is angry because he ate junk food, so she gives him a math problem as a punishment. She says to let the total amount spent on pizza be p. She asks him to find if it's possible to pair all the integers from 1 to 2 into p in such a way that the sum of each pairs is an AP with CD1. Okay, now Geek wants you to solve this problem. So, like, let us help Geek with this problem, right? So, the first example that is given to us is 3 and 4. Values that we have with us is 3 and 4. So basically 3 and 4 is what? If you will do A's or B, you will be getting 3, and if you will be doing A and B, you will be getting 4. Okay, so now you need to find out the value of A, B first. Okay, so whatever will be the value of A plus B, that is the total cost incurred by the Geek, and then you need to find out that whether it is possible to arrange all those integers in such a way from 1 to 2 into P such that they are having a common difference of 1. Okay, let us try to see how we can do that. So this is our second question, that is Geek and Pacer. So what is happening here is that, let us say the total cost incurred is, sorry, let me use a different pen. Hmm. Let us say the total cost incurred by Geek is x plus y. Okay, now how we can get this x plus y? As we saw here, x is A or B, right? And y is A and B, correct? Now, there is a relation between the bits. I hope all of you are familiar with this relation. And that relation is the crux of this question. Basically, that relation is basically A plus B is actually A XOR B plus twice A and B. Okay, this is a relation between bit operators that we have. So basically, if you want to find out the relation, if you find out the sum of two integers A and B, so you need to apply this relation. So what it will give us, that A plus B, basically it will come out to be A or B, we have taken it as X, and A and B we have taken it as Y, so X plus 2Y. Okay, so that is going to be the total sum. Total sum will be x plus 2y, where x is given to us and y is given to us. Okay, in the question, if you will see, the two variables are passed to us, llx and lly. What is x? X is basically A or B, and what is y? Y is basically A and B. Okay, let me not use this variable here, it will cause the confusion. Total cost incurred is A plus B. Okay, and that A plus B actually is A or B plus twice of A and B, and that is given to us. A or B is given to us as X, A and B is given to us as Y. Okay, so the total cost incurred is X plus 2Y, right? So we are sorted on this part. Now the next part is we need to find out if we can arrange it in a AP. Okay, from 1 to 2 into P, that is the total price. Okay, so for that, what you need to do is basically whatever is the sum. Okay, if you will see, if we are arranging it from 1 to any value. Okay, so AP is possible only if, okay, let us say the end value is coming out to be 2, the total sum is coming out to be 3 here. Okay, if it is 6, say, let us say 1 2 3 4 5 6, the total cost is coming out to be as 6 11 4 sorry, 6 plus 5 11 4 15 18 21. Okay, it is coming out to be 21. As you can see, the difference is of 1, right? And we are able to, like, in this case the value of P we have is 1, in this case the value of P that we have is 3. Okay, so we are arranging it this way. So basically what you will see, that it is only possible to be arranged in AP if the sum is odd, right? Only in that case you can arrange it in the AP, the total cost should be odd, right? So basically you can write it here as, if the total cost incurred, let us denote it by P, is odd, only then AP is possible. Right, because we need to have a common difference of one, and then when you will add all these elements, okay, so what is the final answer you will be getting? You must get it an odd number, right? So that's why what you need to do is you need to find out that sum should be odd. So basically these questions had the two main points. The first is that the relation between the bit operators that we just saw, that what is that relation, and then second, to arrange it in AP the sum must be odd, right? So on the basis of these two things, you can see the code to this question that is written here, okay, and if there is any doubt in this code, please feel free to ask. And also, if you are okay with this, then please don't forget to give me a confirmation in the chat section so that we can move towards our next question. Yes, exactly. If the total price incurred is odd, then only the problem is possible. Otherwise, we are pushing back zero, because in that case, it's not possible. That's a correct observation, Kendley. Okay, so sum and one, it basically means, let me explain here in the whiteboard. So when I wrote that if sum and one, that is very much equivalent to if sum and one is equal to one. Okay, all both of these statement are same. So basically what does this sum and one does is checks if sum is odd. Because if any integer is odd, then what will happen is that if you will do the bitwise AND of that odd integer with 1, you will be getting 1 as your final answer. So that's why it has been added. Is it clear now? Yeah, you can write that as well. Just our main motive is to check that if sum is odd or not. The statement that you have written, that is also perfectly correct. So there are like multiple ways when you can check, in which you can check that whether a current element is odd or not. Okay, so it is just one of the ways to do that. One way is that you can write this if sum and 1. Other you can write that if sum and 1 is equal to 1, or you could have it written as if sum modulo 2 is not is equal to 0. Okay, that is also our answer. Or it can also be written as just if sum modulo 2, right? Any of these method you can use. Is it? Yeah, okay, that's great to know, Kendley. Actually, basically, to find the value of a and b, this there was this relation of bit. Okay, this bit relation that we have, a plus b is equal to a or b plus twice of a and b. Okay, it was based on this relation, and a or b, a and b is given to you, so you can put this value to get a plus b, right? Okay, so I hope everyone is clear now with this question. Let us now move to our last question, that is number of pairs. Okay, so that is given an integer array of positive integers of size n. Find the total number of pairs of integers ij such that 0 ij, okay, I lies from 0 to n minus 1, and that indexing is given. And array of I minus array of j is a multiple of 200, right? So we need to find out all the number of elements such that their difference is a multiple of 200. Now let us see how we can do it. So in the example, as you can see, the first example that is given to us, we have 6, 5, 5, 406. In this case, how many multiples of 200 we have? First of all, we have 5 minus 5, that is giving you a 200. That is one answer. And second is we have 6 minus 406, that is giving you 400. That is again a multiple of 200. Okay, 5 minus 5 is giving us 0, and 0 is obviously a multiple of 200, because 200 multiplied by 0 will give you 0. Okay, so I hope the question statement is clear. Now let us see what is the intuition behind this question. This is the third question that we are doing. This is basically number of pairs. Okay, this question is very much similar. First of all, this is a hash map based question, and this question is very much similar to some of the questions like that uses hash map, like array pair sum divisibility. Okay, find the number of pairs that are divisible, whose sum is divisible by a certain number k, right? These questions is very much similar to that, so you can practice those questions as well to get a good practice, sorry, to get a good hold over the questions. Now, in number of pairs, what we are doing is we need to find out pairs whose difference is a multiple of 200, right? So 655 406. If we have this 655 406. Now, we need difference to be multiple of 200, but it's like if you will individually find out, okay, for this 655 and 406, what remainder you will get if you will divide 200 by 6? What is the remainder that you are getting? The remainder will be 6. Here the remainder will be 5. Here also it will be 5. And in this case it will be 6. Right? So as you can see, when we did the pairing, okay, how did we paired up? All right, Diptanshu, I guess you just need to do some. Uh, I think maybe you have written something wrong over there, because as you can see, when you solve this question, we are getting a correct output for this question. Okay, maybe you can check that if you are using the data type as LL for all of the variables. Okay. So now basically, as you can see in this number of pairs, what we have done is the whenever we are getting the same values, right? As you can see, these two are giving us the same remainder, so we have paired it up. Okay, these two are giving us same remainder, so we have paired it up, right? So are you able to see this? Like whenever you are getting the same value, if you will pair it up, okay, the difference is going to be the whatever will be their differences, that is going to be divisible by 200, right? Because if you will pair up this remainders, this same remainders, then what will happen is that those values, okay, like whenever you will, their differences, like if I'm pairing 406 and 6, okay, as they're giving the same remainder, so when you will subtract it, whatever you will get is definitely going to be divisible by 200, right? So the main idea behind this question is you basically need to find out the number. First of all, you need to create a hash map for this question, right? In the first step, what you need to do is create a hash map. Okay, and in that hash map, rather than keeping a track of that how many variables are actually divisible by 200 and what are the differences that we are taking, no, you don't need to do that much of thing. Simply in that hash map, keep a track of remainders that we have, or you can say keep a count of remainders. All right, so can anyone tell me that if my integer is 200, so in what range can my remainder lie? Yeah. So as I was explaining here, we had 406 and 6. If you will pair up the values having the same remainder, you will be getting, at the end of the day, you will be getting the pairs whose difference will be completely divisible by 200. Okay. So the first step towards solving this question is you need to create a hash map. Okay. And then you need to keep a track or the count of remainders, right? So as you can see, as I wanted from all of you to know that if my value is 200, if integer is 200, so what is the range of remainders that I can have when I divide any integer with 200? What will be that range? 0 to 199. That's perfectly correct answer. Kindly, I am getting to get that in remainders in the range 0 to 199. So whatever table that you are going to create hash map, okay, you can create it with total values of 200. Okay, and the indexing will be done from 0 to 199 and it aligns perfectly with our needs. Okay, and in that frequency, what you need to upload is you need to upload frequency of array at, sorry, array at I modulo 200. Okay, simply upload it, and then you just traverse after this table has been filled, just do a simple linear traversal of this table starting from 0 till 200. Okay, and during that traversal, what you need to do is, yeah, and during that traversal, what you need to do is whatever is the frequency that you are encountering, like frequency of zero, frequency, like let us say we have 5 5 5, okay, and then we have 4 4. What you can do is whenever you are encountering a 5, you can pair up it with these two 5, right? So let us say if this 5 is occurring for n number of times, okay, then this the other count will be n minus 1, right? So that can be the total number of pairs that we can have. And to avoid the repetition, because you will have the same operation for this as well. Okay, so to avoid the repetition, what you need to do is you just simply need to divide it by 2, right? And keep on adding it to your final answer, that is ans. Okay, so that is going to be our answer to this question. Now let me share the code screen. Yeah, so here we are. Okay, so if there is any issue with this code, do let me know. All right, Kedley, for the second for loop, see what I'm doing is, what was the main idea behind the code? You need to pair up the same remainders, right? So for the same remainders, let me use this whiteboard again. So for the same remainders, let us say if the count of 5 is 3, okay, let us say the remainder is 6, okay. So let us say if 6 is occurring 3 number of times, so what you can do is how you can pair it up, like if we have 6 6 6. So pairing can be done. This 6 can be paired with this 6, one pair. This 6 can be paired with this 6. Okay, let us now talk about this 6 only. Okay, let me use a different color. Yeah, so this 6 can be paired with this 6 and this 6. There are two ways. Correct. Now, when you will come to this 6 again can be paired with this 6 and this 6. Okay, again, two ways. Correct. And the same two ways for this last 6. Now, if 6 is occurring 3 number of times, okay, in how many ways you can pair them? First of all, you can take any 6 from here, any 6 in this range, okay. So that any 6 can be selected in n number of ways, right, where n is the count of 6. Okay, now if one 6 is selected in n number of ways, how many 6 are now left? Now n minus 1 6 are left. Okay, if you have selected one 6, you can't pair this 6 with this only, na. You can only pair it with left 6s, right? So there are n minus 1 ways in you which you can select the other 6. Okay, so this is the total number of ways possible, but the same thing will be repeated for this 6 also. The same thing will be repeated for this 6 also. So to avoid repetition, okay, what you are like, it will get counted twice. Okay, so to avoid that twice wala thing, what you need to do is simply divide it by 2. So whatever value of n you are getting, do this n into n minus 1 and then simply divide it by 2 to avoid the repetition. Okay, so that is what we are doing in the second for loop. Let me know if it is clear now. All right, you're most welcome, Kendley. So, guys, we have discussed the MCQ questions and we have discussed the coding questions. I hope everything was clear to all of you. If there is any doubt, all of you can ask me in the chat section, or if there is no any doubt, then I think we are good to wrap up this session. Thanks everyone for joining, and don't forget to enroll yourself for upcoming by Visit tournament, that is by Visit School Coding Tournament 13.0, that will again be conducted on the 26th of the next month. All right, so keep on practicing, guys. Keep on doing the hard work. All of you guys are really doing great. Keep on enrolling in these contests, and also do the upsolve. Okay, whenever you are getting any answer wrong, make sure that you are analyzing, what part went wrong and how you can improve yourself, right? Try to upsolve as well. Upsolve is the key. It will make you more comfortable with the questions. And also you can access the previous session of this analysis. Okay, that will also help you in practicing the coding questions, because there are a variety of coding questions that we have we had till now. So access those. And before every by visit tournament, we have these sessions wherein we prepare you for the tournament. Okay, we conduct some sessions, we solve some questions, we solve some concepts. Okay, so make sure that you are viewing those videos as well. Okay, those videos are really very helpful. All of these things you can find it in the Geeks for Geeks school channel. Okay, so as I don't see any confusions here, so I think we are good to go with end of this session. So that was the post analysis of Byvisit School Coding Tournament 12.0. Thanks everyone for joining, and stay safe everyone. Take care.